Hi guys and welcome to Gadget Reviews and to this review of 50 Shades Freed. So I really apologize that this review is coming so late, but I really had so many things to do among my birthday. And I saw this movie like 2 weeks ago maybe. I just didn't have any freaking time to do a review of it till now, so here it is. So 50 Shades guys. I saw the previous movies, I talked about them, you can see my previous reviews if you like. But basically, 50 Shades is a franchise that is not really so interesting to me because there's so many flaws in it that I cannot even begin to explain them. There's something that kind of makes me want to see them. So I am getting some kind of an enjoyment out of those movies, no matter how absurd they are. And first thing that is absurd, of course, is that for a movie that's supposed to be catering to the female audience, we almost never see a real male nudity. And Christian here is not really on the level that I want him to be physically, but that's another thing. And on the opposite side, she is naked fully, like all the freaking time, almost. So I don't know for who this movie is meant for from that perspective, and also no full frontal male nudity in this movie at all. So that is one thing that is like, okay, what? I was very shocked when I saw the first movie because, okay, so Dakota Johnson gets to be naked all the time, but he doesn't? Like, what? But anyways, this movie, 50 Shades Freed, goes further into the sexual side of things than any of the previous two movies. This movie is more graphic, definitely, and there is some scenes that when you see them, you're going to be like, oh, okay, she's doing that, oh, okay. And then another scene and you're gonna be like, he's doing that, oh, okay. So by the end of it, I don't want to get into spoilers, but the movie kind of ends in the way that it's so, fulfilling and completing the full circle. But the movie in the first place wasn't about that at all. It was about the BDSM things and the fact that, she's a very innocent girl and he's a billionaire and he's nuts, and he's disrespectful, he's rude, and he still is. In this movie, he gets like a hissy fit for things that he's supposed to be supportive or at least talk, with her. And they don't talk, they don't communicate very well as a couple. So this is another thing that it's a huge red flag. I'm like, okay, in real life, those two are gonna be divorced by another 5 minutes of the movie. So in that regard, there's a lot of things that are happening here that are completely baffling. I'm like, what is happening here? Why are these two talking? Oh gosh, so I went with a friend of mine. We were both laughing at this like a comedy. Yeah, so it wasn't like a torture experience, it was a fun experience, but it's just this movie and these movies, together as a whole, the three movies, don't really make sense in a lot of ways. In the sex scenes, they don't make sense, which a lot of other movies don't, but I'm just saying that 50 Shades is also in that circle. As a couple, those two don't really make sense. And the way that they try to make this very fulfilling and meaningful at the end, I don't know guys, it's weird. It's weird because they're marketing this for the kinky stuff, at least at the beginning, and the perspective of this couple existing, but then it turned into love explosions in the air and other things like that. Yeah, not that the two things can't come together, the kinky stuff and the love, of course, and the other seriousness, but it's just done in the way that you're just scratching your head and you're wondering, okay, this is cringy, and it just doesn't connect well because they didn't really make you feel for real about these characters, and I didn't believe that story of them at all. It's just a lot of pieces missing to make this an actual meaningful love story, you can say, because it doesn't know what it is. Is it a love story or is it a kinky story about two people? I would say that 50 Shades Freed is the most fun I had from all the three movies, so I think it's the best from the three movies, if that is even saying anything. I don't know how much I'm gonna give it, but as a 50 Shades movie, I'm gonna give it 7. And as a movie in general, I'm gonna give it like a 5. Or, yeah, a 5 actually, yeah. So that is it, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments. I know that there's some of you that actually are fans of this. So just, as always, let me know. You can check out the links down below if you'd like to support me. Until next time with me, Gary G Reviews.